Yeah, a little bit of movement in the back of that car off of turn 2. You're going to have that. He's committed to the gas right here. A little shift. Starts to try to go to gas. Wants to commit. Wants to see those cars driving away from him. He's like, I got to get more throttle. It's just asking too much of the rear tires.
That's exactly where Joey Logano spun out yesterday in practice. Like, he was coming off the corner, and Joey got surprised how quickly the car turned around, hit the inside wall, had to go to a backup.
Leader Larson trying to put him a lap down here. Should be able to do this relatively easily. Buescher's about 3 or 4 tenths off the pace of the leader in this 17 car. He does have that preferred high line, but you see he can't really get the car to work up there. He has to try to drive away from the wall on corner exit.
Buescher, he's back underneath the 5 of Larson. What's he going to do? How aggressive is he going to get? Does not get very aggressive. Drives in, not a lot of panic. Really smart move by Buescher. Thought he might overdrive the entry and try to slide up, but just understanding the situation and not making it worse.
You can see the car moving around right there in the middle, trying to get back to the gas. That at 17 is unhappy.
Because if you win the race that you don't need to win, that is really doubling down.
I think, though, that with that win in the bank, he can take those risks. He can push it a little harder. Everyone else has got to keep that car straight to try to get to the end of this stage and the end of this race, while he can take a little bit bigger risks than the rest of the field.
And you talk about the mental toughness. I think what the 11's trying to do with this run-long strategy, this is where it has to pay off. He's scoring these points now, and it's projecting through the end of the race. So this strategy for Hamlin has it driving all the way up to 4th. I would be shocked if more cars don't split the final stage up in the middle.
And we talked about the 5 car, maybe saving tires. Well, look right here, the 12 car has caught him. He is having trouble getting by that car on the outside of him. He just can't quite clear him. But if he could ever get by Suarez, I think he's got enough car to get by Larson.
Yeah, Larson's in big trouble right there. Slid up, didn't make the bottom of the corner. He's lost all that grip. Here comes the 12 of the inside.
So now Blaney takes the lead away, as Harrison Burton's also going to try to unlap himself.
Well, you've had an opportunity to see you guys on the track this weekend. What do you think y'all chances are today?
Well, you know with me, man, I'm always going to tell you that we're going to take it to the house. Track house, why? Because the house always wins. Whether on the track or off the track, one way or another, we make it happen. One time, Daniel, Rapido Suarez, and off the chain or off the wall, Chastain, Dolly.
It's great energy down here. That's the kind of energy we all need, Kyle. We got it down here.
You got to hit him with a Dolly. Dolly. Say it.
Dolly.
Ah, you got to say
Dolly,
it.
that's it, man. You got to say it.
Jeff, how come you wouldn't say Dolly?
Because I would have sounded like Junior when he said it.
Oh, that's so good.
Well, Pitbull loved it, and I'm sure that he was having a great time down there with you guys. Let's check in on the Peacock Pit Box. All right, DJ, KP, can you say Dolly?
We can say Dolly, and we're going to take it to the pit box because that's where it's happening, down here on the pit box right now. Not up there in the booth, baby, right down here right now. Hey, you know, we've watched this thing, and we talked about it this morning in production.
Brad Keselowski running that high line already.
Denny Hamlin and Larson really tight off of turn 2. Almost contact right there.
Really close racing here between Chastain and Keselowski.
Both of them dove down in the bottom of the corner. And Chastain, this is a compliment. Might not sound like it, but he drives in the mirror better than anybody else on the racetrack. He uses that digital camera and goes wherever the cars are behind him, taking their line away. Whoa. Oh, Brad's hard in the wall right there.
He got a shove from Truex, and up into the wall goes Keselowski. We'll see how they do down the front stretch here, and how hard did Keselowski hit the wall.
Brad's car was not as good this run so far. Guys flying by him, and I think just trying to push a little bit too hard, trying to find that speed, got into the wall.
I know it was a different corner, but that moment with Chastain getting into one sort of disrupts your timing, disrupts your focus.
The 11 had a little issue, got into the wall as he was chasing after Kyle Larson.
So Kyle Larson goes by him, and he starts watching Kyle. He starts trying to do what Kyle does, and this is what happens. Man, he was in the fence a long time through that corner, and that's when you risk knocking the sidewall out of the tires and getting a flat. But that's how tempting it is. The 5 goes by, and he's like, hey, man, I'm going to show you how to do this. And you go up there, and you're like, okay, I'm making some time. I was watching Denny. He was actually making a little good time up there. but you try to get more, you try to get more. That's what race car drivers do, and he just stepped over that line.
And the 5's going to chase him in, to your point, Jeff. He cannot allow the 12 to get a lap. Look at the 5 gain to the rear bumper.
Oh, the 5 into the water. The barrier's right at the end of pit road. He slides into him, damage to the right front.
That's going to bring the yellow out. They're going to have to throw the caution to be able to repair those barriers.
Kyle Larson just trying so hard to gain ground on Ryan Blaney. He just misjudged it.
It's badly damaged, this 5 car as well.
Just way too much speed here.
And heavy, heavy damage with these barrels.
Yeah, you have to wonder, the pit road speed starts right there past the barrel, or right at the very, just past the barrels, about 10 feet. You have to wonder what speed was Blaney doing? That contact to the back of the left rear of the 12 probably is going to help things. It bowed out the quarter panel just behind the wheel. That's not a good thing aerodynamically, but I'm not sure that Blaney wasn't doing a good job getting on pit road. Maybe the 5 was actually cooking it onto pit road a little bit too much.
Bell to the inside of Blaney. He'll try to take second away and sliding in and hitting the walls of 15. The 42's also involved. Another car here as well.
Like
that's the one of Ross Chastain.
He's got right front damage.
A lot of cars in the same spot. You know, 3 wide, 4 wide, just not so sure if everybody knew. See right there.
The 42 into the 6, the 6 into the 1, turns the 1 sideways. And they all, big contact for Brad on that outside line.
And John Hunter Nemechek in that 42 car, that's the first time he's driven that car this year. So, you know, working with a new spotter, maybe a little bit of communication.
Much better restart for the 12, side by side down the back straightaway. Here comes the 20.
Who's the push coming to? 3 wide, no pushing. I'm going to try to take the lead.
Blaney to the bottom of the racetrack. They're side by side, door to door, up high.
Bell's long gone. Still 3 wide for second.
Will Byron clear them both for second?
See Bell out
Denny.
front.
Whoa!
Denny was going to slide up in front of him, just couldn't get there.
And there's a huge running coming from behind. They are upset at each other.
Yeah, Blaney had to lift. They lost all kinds of momentum.
Harvick on the bottom of the racetrack with Logano just above him, and the 3 of Dillon. 3 wide there.
Finally, Blaney clears, man. He has to be he's fuming right now.
And behind this, Truex on those tires, he's gone.
Oh, into the wall hard as the 11. Denny Hamlin hard into the wall in turn 1.
Caution.
Massive contact, big damage to the right front of that car.
Something broke in the steering.
Oh, something broke.
Yeah, that car went straight into turn 1, right into the fence. You've seen it sort of jolt. Watch his steering wheel. Watch the steering wheel, see if anything happens there. Oh, did you see his steering wheel jerk out of his hands right there?
He shifted. He went down to shift, too,
Yeah,
and it looked like the steering wheel.
There was some contact between he and the 12. You wonder if he didn't cut a sidewall on a tire or something like that happened, because when in those battles, there was contact.
Just try to work the middle there.
Oh, the 20 throttles up. He might get to the quarter panel. We're side by side to the flag stand.
15 laps to go. Now for the lead, Bell on the inside. Byron gassing it up on the outside, trying to keep that momentum up as he goes almost all the way up to the wall.
20's clear off the 2. Into the lead, Christopher Bell.
Hi, I'm Parker Kligerman. For more access like this from Pit Road, be sure to click and subscribe to the Motorsports on NBC YouTube channel.